Once students have learned that S makes its soft sound of S, at some point they will need to learn that it also makes the Z sound. This typically happens in kindergarten once they begin to learn those short sight words. So if you have students who have gone through closed syllables and they are beginning to learn some sight words, they will need to learn that S makes the Z sound. Later, though, they will also need to learn that it makes the Z sound after you have taught the silent E rule. So the first part of this is S says Z at the end of short words. Those little sight words like is and was and his. And then later, S says Z between two vowels. So I start by doing silent E syllables since they have just learned those. And then you can add another layer and do S says Z between two vowels like in nose, rise, and pose. It also works in multisyllabic words like music and miser. I just don't go there yet because I'm still in one syllable land. Don't forget that trace copy cover still applies. So they will trace the letter S and say S says Z at the end of short words. Later, you can do it again and do S says Z between two vowels. Make sure as they are reading that they are going through and practicing both words that the S makes the soft sound and the hard sound. So my students may overgeneralize and every time they hear Z, they'll put an S. I want them to also remember the other sound. So I might dictate is, and then I might also dictate sub so that they can see that it's making both sounds depending on its placement. Later in lessons, I will do things like spell the word rose, where that S is making the Z sound. But then I'll also do smile and same, where it is making the soft sound.